Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tessie and today we are going to be recreating this style. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly do that and let's get right into the video. So guys, I've gone ahead to sketch out my pattern. I have several videos on how to do this. I'll drop the link on the description box for you guys to watch. So you can see I have my shoulder divided by 2, my chest line, bust point, under bust, waistline, and then from the waistline, I came down to 6 inches for my bust. So guys, for the sweetheart neckline, depending on how deep you want it to be. So from this chest line area, I came down by 1.5 inches and I gave it a sweetheart effect. And then for my neckline, I'm using 3 inches by 3 inches, as you can see. Then for the keyhole neckline, from the neckline, I'll come down by 1 inch. So from this point, I came down by 1 inch. Then I came in from that point by 1.5 inches. So after coming in by 1.5, I'm just going to give it a curve depending on how wide you want it to be. So after curving, this is what mine looks like. As you can see, this is how wide I want it to be. So what I'll be doing next is working on the bust dart. So at the bust point line, I'll come down by 1 inch. And then from that point, I'll slant it all the way down to the bust point line. So I'll take out this area, I'll be taking it off. I went ahead to label my lines. After doing that, I'll label this as my front yoke for now. I'll go ahead now to cut out my pattern. Leave me, baby. So I'll take out the bust dart at this point and then use my sellotape to hold it together. So we're good to go with the front. So guys, what I'll be doing next is working on the yoke. So from this point, I'll curve it all the way down here. So from this point here, I just curved it in. So depending on how deep you want yours to be, after curving it, go ahead to cut out this other part. So guys, we're good to go with it. This is what it looks like. So when cutting out my nets for the yoke, I'll be cutting out 2 pieces. So guys, for the back pattern, I will not be adding zip to mine. In case you want to add zip to yours, chalk out your 2 inches for your zip allowance and then impute your shoulder line, your chest line, your waistline. And for the neckline, I'm using 3 inches and I sloped my shoulder, curved my armhole. At the chest line, I placed my bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches. At the waistline, my waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches. Then I connected my lines. So we're good to go with that part. So since I will not be adding zipper to mine, I'm going to be taking 2 inches off because I'll be adding loop at this side of the back. So I took 2 inches off. As you can see, I chopped it all the way down. I'll be taking this part off and my loop is going to be at this part of the pattern. So guys, for the neckline, from this point, I'll just slant it all the way down here. So guys, after connecting my lines, I'll label these as my back yoke. So we're good to go with the pattern. I'll go ahead now to cut out my pattern. If you're yet to follow my channel, kindly do that and let's get right back. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out my fabric. I'm using an Ankara. I added paper stay and my wadding on my front piece. I'll go ahead now to stitch them together. I have several videos on how to do this. I also have a detailed video on how to perfectly pad a bustier. I'll make sure to drop the link. So guys, for the yoke, I've cut out my yoke. As you can see, I cut out 2 pieces for the front yoke. I'll place them together and then stitch the keyhole neckline first, turn it out and then stitch my neckline, stitch the down part and then flip everything to the right side. So guys, after doing that, this is what it looks like. I'll give it a very good press and then stitch this part together. So after doing all of that, I'm going to be adding the yoke to the bustier. So I'll place them right side facing each other this way and stitch them with 1/2 inch. So guys, after joining the yoke to the bustier, I'll be working on the lining. For the lining, I've joined the bustier together. So guys, please bear with me. I did not have a black bias at the moment, so I decided to use this. So I placed my bias and then stitched the sides. So I don't want my boning to start from the top part. I want it to start from the under bust area, as you can see. So what I'll be doing next is adding my lining to the fabric. So I'll place them right side facing each other, stitch the top part, and then stitch the down part as well. Before stitching the down part, I'll add my boning to the boning casing and then stitch the down part following the curve. So guys, for the back, I added a fabric on the area where the loop will be 2 inches wide, as you can see. And then for the yoke, I doubled my yoke, so I want it doubled. So I'll just place my front and my back together after adding the lining to them. Then I'll stitch the shoulder part. I really don't want this video long. I have several videos on how I achieved this. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out my sleeve. I pleated the ankara on the sleeve and also the net at the down part of the sleeve. So I'll go ahead now to join my sleeve to my top. So guys, go ahead, join your sleeve, and after doing that, I will shape my dress. So we're good to go with the top. For the down part, that's the skirt part, I've gone ahead to cut out my fabric. As you can see, for the back, I left 2 inches for my zipper allowance. So what we'll be doing now is working on the front. So I'll just take the back aside. So guys, for the skirt part, when you zoom the picture, you will notice there's a shape at the skirt area before attaching the net to it. So for the shaping, I've gone ahead to sketch out the shaping. I'm just going to explain. So what I did was at the waistline, I came down to 20 inches and I just shaped it this way. So it depends on how you want your shape to be. So from there, come down to 20 inches or 19 inches thereabout, and then shaped your dress. So what I did was just to curve it this way. So it depends on how you want yours to be. This is how I just wanted mine to be. And then after curving, I'll go ahead now to take it out. So guys, after cutting it out, I'll use this fabric to cut out the net. So this will be for the net. Hope you understand. So for the back as well, we're going to give the back the same shaping we gave the front. So what I'm doing here is pinning my zip allowance line. Just pin your zip allowance line all the way down. So after doing that, I'll go ahead now to open it up and then place my front on the back. You place them right side facing each other. So I'll place them this way and then cut out the same shape I have for the front. So what I'll do next is to cut out. So guys, after cutting the back, I'll go ahead now to take out my pins and then slash the back open. Then for the front, I've gone ahead to cut out my net, as you can see. So what I did was to make my net longer. So I made the net longer at the down part. So what I'll do is to add the net and the fabric together. So I'll place them this way, right side facing each other, and then stitch. So now this stitching part, you just have to be careful following the curve, stitching using 1/2 inch. But before stitching them together, make sure to cut out your lining for the front. Hope you understand. So cut out your lining first before joining the net and the main fabric together. So I'll go ahead now to join the net and the main fabric together. So guys, I'll also join the back net to the main fabric, so you can see the same shape. You follow the shape and you join them together. Also cut out your lining piece for the back. So guys, after joining the front to the net, this is what it looks like. As you can see, I'll just flip it to the wrong side and then carefully notch the curvy areas. So you need to notch them, but you have to be very careful when doing that. So guys, after notching, this is what it looks like, as you can see. So what I'll be doing next is attaching my lining to it. So guys, for the lining, I'm just going to place the lining to the fabric. So just watch what I'm doing. So I'll flip it to the wrong side and then place the lining on it, following the same curve. So I'll place it. You can go ahead to pin them down. So I'll place it this way and then run a stitch 1/2 inch all the way down. So guys, after adding my lining to it, I've given it a very good press. So this is what it is looking like, as you can see. I'm really liking this curve. So this is it. So I've done the same thing for the back as well. So I closed the zip allowance area for now. After doing that, I shaped my skirt together and this is what it looks like. So what I'll be doing next is cutting out the band. So for the band, I just cut out 1.5 inches. I place it at the wrong side and then stitch all the way and then flip it to the right side and then fold it in and stitch. So I'll do that, add my zip and show us the end result. For my top, I pleated my net fabric and then attached it at the bust area, that's at the waist area of the front as shown on the video. So guys, this is it. This is the back. There was nobody to help me to loop the back properly, but this is what it looks like. Hope this tutorial was helpful. So guys, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, drop a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next class. Bye.